Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video on this channel. My name is Mama Charlotte. Hello everybody. So in today's video, I'm going to get into a little bit of a downer, but it's not going to be that much of a downer. I just kind of want to talk about this because it's part of my experience. I feel like I should tell you guys because it's obviously my experience, and that's what this channel is about, is to let you guys know how I'm navigating the world and how that is treating me as a trans woman. Before we get into this video, if you guys can please give it a like. Let's hit 100 likes. We've been doing great lately. You guys destroyed the likes last video. Thank you guys so much for the support on the video. Thank you guys so much for the support all in general. Like, it's amazing. We're almost about to hit 11K. So let's try to hit 11K after this video. That'd be awesome. So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about basically getting clocked. And I think it's something that every single trans woman has gone through, trans man, anybody has gone through, whether you see it or not. One of the hardest pills I have to swallow in my transition is knowing that there can be someone that is clocking you at any moment and you just don't know because they don't want to say anything. And I think that is the hardest part of being trans. And it's one of those things where you just kind of don't want to hear the truth to know the truth, if anything. You kind of live in this bubble where you believe that because no one said anything, no one's clocking you. And that's the hardest part. And that's what makes being transgender such a scary thing for some people. You know, after a while, especially for me, like when you don't get told anything from anybody for so long, you think you're invincible, you think that you're stealth as hell, and you think you're just amazing and no one will ever know. That's definitely not the case. Unfortunately, when it comes to today's age, it's not like everybody's sitting around looking to find out who's trans and who's not. I think in a lot of the ways that people just kind of see it based off of the habits you might have. You might be too girly, you might be too dressed up, you might have too much of a squeaky voice, you may have too much of a lower voice, you might have too much of a big Adam's apple, or your hips might be too huge, or maybe you don't have any hips at all. There's just so many things to be clocked for, right? Right now, one of my biggest forms of anxiety is my voice. And I've said this many times, and I know a lot of people are like, and I've had some people say, oh, your voice is not bad, there's nothing wrong with your voice. But I beg to differ because of the fact that I've been told by multiple people that my voice is kind of a giveaway. It makes a lot of sense, right? I work a phone job where I'm on the phone, and 80% of the people call me a ma'am, a she and a her, and 20% call me a sir and a he and a him. And some people even say they, because I don't know if they know. Because in my voice, I hear a male and a female. That's why I'm so clockable, if anything. I don't think my body at this point has any sort of like giveaways. Maybe my hands do, to an extent, if you were to look strongly at my hands, but my big giveaway is obviously my voice, and it's gonna always be that. And unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. I mean, honestly, it is what it is. The voice is something I have to work on. I can work on. I can seek, I could seek surgeries if I want to. But the effects of VFS is very much 50-50. And I don't know if I want to go through all of that pain. And I think I have the capability of learning how to change my voice in a better way. It's just really, really hard. And that's when we get into this point where we're like, okay, I kind of wish that I would have transitioned when I was younger, because I would never had to go through all this. My voice isn't completely manly and sound like a guy, but it is a giveaway because it sounds different. It's just not your average everyday female voice. It doesn't sound female clear, if that makes any sense at all. That's my personal opinion, my personal feeling. And I'll let you guys know on a certain instance that I had a while back where I actually did get clocked, and this was by a kid. And this is actually the first time I got clocked by a kid in a very, very long time. I mean, I'm around kids every now and then. No kid really asks. This is the first time it's ever been asked. And a lot of it was because I was kind of out of the zone of my voice. Sometimes as a trans person, you just kind of like get carried away talking, and you kind of forget about your voice that you need to be presenting, and it might shift a little bit towards back to your old voice. And when I was yelling and talking to someone, my male-ish voice kind of came out a little more, and it wasn't exactly full-on fit male. And this little girl comes up to me and says, "Are you a guy? Are you a guy?" you sound like a guy. And I was completely taken off guard. And it's like, as soon as I talk, that's when people are like, wait, are you a guy or girl? It's not that hardcore either. It's not like a voice where, oh my God, like that's super low. It's more like a, wait, this is a little sus. Is this a female I'm talking to? And that's the part, I think, where my transition comes into play, where I get clocked. Because I've been approached by guys pretty much like anything else. Guys will look at me, they'll find me attractive. And I haven't had a situation with a guy before like this, where I was trying to talk to a guy. So it's not like, I'm not trying to give you guys some example. I had one example in the past, back like in 2019, where I worked at a gas station, and some guy came in and he was like calling me mamas and all stuff. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I start talking, he's like, are you a dude? Are you a dude? Like it made me feel uncomfortable, obviously, but that's my form of clocking. That's what I have to deal with every day. And that's where I have to realize that I am not completely stealth, and I might not be ever, if I don't ever change my voice or make that transition change. And it's one thing that I could do on my own. I just don't know what else to do about it. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to change my voice. So anybody who has any issues with that, please, and you guys know any sort of like routes into working on my voice, please let me know. Videos, suggestions, I would like to know, because definitely something I want to get over. Besides that, I really don't have too much insecurities. I don't get clocked as much as I feel like I do, but that's my own personal situation, and I wanted to know if you guys are going through anything, because I do know as a trans person, we do have to deal with a lot of being clocked, and the clock, like I said, could be from anything, any situation. For instance, the side of my side profile is not the best profile I really like. The shoulders are not bad, but there could be better. And the profile of my body could be better. It's not exactly great. But I don't exactly stick out like a sore thumb either when I'm around people in public, which is, I can be thankful for as much as possible. I am stealth when it comes to not talking to someone, but as soon as I start talking, I think it's like the giveaway. And maybe to some people it isn't. Maybe some people don't believe it. Maybe some people don't know. But there are definitely some people that will question. Or if I tell them I'm trans, they'll be like, oh yeah, kind of makes sense now. You know what I mean? But that's what I want you guys to understand. You are not invincible. So please protect yourself. Don't walk around the world thinking that you're some sort of super passable trans woman because you got the boobs, because you got the hips, and because you got the voice. People can smell it. Trust me. And it's the saddest part about it, especially whenever you're trans, you can see other trans people. And I don't know how to approach that either, because it's like a scary situation where like you kind of just tell who's trans and who's not because of your experience. Especially people in the gay community, they know. Trust me, they'll know. And you'd have to be a super, super like passable woman, like that does not look like she has had anything done, that she's as natural looking as can be. The hips are on fleek, no crazy, no. Everything has to be fine, like completely fine for them not to see anything. Everything has to be workout in tune, and it's very rare that happens. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's one of those things that's just, you can get clocked, and I'm not trying to disappoint anybody. I want you guys to work for yourselves, make yourselves better for your own mental health. Just understand that you're not as invincible, and realize that we all have flaws. That doesn't make you any less of a woman than beforehand. So, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know about my situation and what I've had to go through, the instances that I had. But if you guys did enjoy the video, if you guys understood what I said, please give a like. Like I said before, 100 likes. Let's go do it. We got this. I do hope you guys. I love when I do this. Look. My phone does that all the time. Anyways, guys, if you guys didn't like the video, please leave a like, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys so much. I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.